My name is Emil Trotman. I'm the director of the Barbados Building Standards Authority. We are part of the Ministry of Transport and Works and Water Resources. This bit is called the purlin. It supports the roof sheeting. So there's the roof sheeting, and that's the purlin. The roof sheeting, there's a screw that screws the roof sheeting into the purlin. A screw much like this. There's a purlin, the sheeting just goes down through the sheeting into the purlin. And it comes with a washer, and it's better than a nail, superior to a nail. Because with a screw, the screw cut wedges into the wood, which makes it much more difficult for it to pull out. And these just to say a bit about the screws, the sheeting screws should be in at about 16 centers along we call the gable lane, and also the first set of purlins in from the gable lane. Also, you put them in at 16 centers at the ridge, and also the purlin in first purlin down from the ridge. And in other instances, you can put them in at 1 foot centers. Although I would suggest that you use them at 6-inch centers throughout the roof. But as a bare minimum, I'd be suggesting that we would insist that you put them in at 6-inch centers at we call the eaves purlin, the purlin up from the eaves, the ridge purlin, and the first purlin down from the ridge. You put these screws in at 6-inch centers. And then for the interior, you put them in at 1 foot centers. Although I would recommend you put them at 6-inch centers throughout. Because if you start to tell the carpenter to put them in 6 inches and 1 foot, you may get confused and you'd have to make mistakes and go back over. So it's best to tell them to use 6 inches throughout. These hurricane straps are available locally. These came from BRC. This is a hurricane strap, comes from BRC. We require that at least be 4 nails in each leg. There should be 4 nails in each leg. Some people might just put in 1 nail. No, it requires 4 nails in each, the 4 nails in each leg. That's very important. Because some person just put in 1 nail and says, no, that's no use. But have to put 4 nails in each leg of the hurricane strap. This is a 3x6 gang nail plate. The advantage of this is that the advantage of this over, say, nails or the kind of hurricane straps we get here is that with nailing, you have to ensure you don't split the wood. This doesn't create that problem. So it's good for jointing bits of wood. For example, I showed here where the ceiling joist met the rafter, because it's much stronger there in a situation like that. As opposed if you try to use nails in a joint as neat as that, what happens is that you end up splitting the wood. If you're using nails from say the straps that we currently get here. So if this can be manufactured locally, it'd be a very good thing if a local manufacturer someone can start making these. But these are currently imported. But if a local manufacturer someone can manufacture these gang nail plates, there would be I think the person will be rich pretty quickly making these, because these we are recommending. You can also cut it and use it for if you're joining, say, the stud to the sole plate or the stud to the top plate. You can cut a strip of it, nail it onto the stud, and nail it onto the top plate or the sole plate. So it's pretty versatile. And you could also drive nail. It has holes on this side. You can drive nails through it. So it's a very good fastener, but it's not used. It's not currently. Some manufacturers ask some manufacturers to start bringing them in, or for local manufacturers to start assembling.